Hello, welcome to another class. Today we're going to study the preterite and the imperfect that would look at actions. This document or this exercise can be found in your book Exploraciones on the pages number 10 to 11. The objective of this class or the objective of this video is to talk about actions in the past. Now, how do these work? When you want to describe an action that you did in the past, a very particular action that's already done, then you use the preterite. This means that your action had a specific beginning and a specific end. Now, when you use the imperfect, you're using that to describe an action that was in progress or an action that didn't really have a specific beginning and didn't really have a specific end. So generally, this is how you'd picture that. When you look at the preterite, you have a very specific beginning marked at the far end of the blue line and a specific end at the side. Now, when you look at the imperfect, it sort of spans through a wide range of actions or of events. So it's an action that was in progress. For instance, we look at this sentence. Martín salió de la casa a las 6 de la mañana y regresó a las 10 de la noche. Cuando salió, llovía. We have two sentences here. The first sentence means that Martin left the house at 6 a.m. and came back at 10 p.m. The second sentence, when he left, it was raining. Let's analyze these sentences. Bien. Martín salió would be at the far end of the blue line because he left at a specific time, that was 6 a.m. Entonces, a las 6 de la mañana, un principio específico. And then when he came back, it was 10 p.m. Un fin específico. That's why we use the preterite salió and regresó. Now, cuando salió, llovía. The verb is llover in the infinitive, but it has been conjugated in the imperfect tense because it was an action that was in progress. It was raining. We don't really know the specific time it started raining. We don't really know the specific time it ended, so we will use the imperfect to describe this action, llover. Other examples. Yo conocí a Enrique y a Marta en 2007. Ellos trabajaban en una empresa internacional. I met Enrique and Marta in the year 2007. That was a specific year I met them, so we use the verb conocer in the preterite tense. Now, ellos trabajaban en una empresa internacional. The verb is trabajar, which has been conjugated in the imperfect tense because they were working at that time that I met them. I don't know the specific time they started. I don't know if they finished any time after I left, but when I met them, they were working at that place. Bien, segundo ejemplo. En 2011, Guillermo y Eva se casaron, pero se divorciaron hace un mes. Durante todo este tiempo, peleaban mucho. So in 2011, William and Eva got married, but they got divorced a month ago. During this time, they fought a lot. So specific time that they got married, 2011, the verb is casarse. It has been conjugated in the preterite tense because that was a specific year that they got married, 2011. But then they got divorced a month ago. So now we know the specific time that they got divorced. That was a month ago. So we use the verb divorciarse in the preterite tense. Now, durante todo este tiempo, peleaban mucho. So we don't know the specific time they started fighting. We don't know when the fights ended. So we're going to use the verb pelear, but we'll use that in the imperfect tense. Bien. The last sentence. El señor Ramírez abrió su tienda. entró y la cerró. Mientras estaba adentro, desayunaba. Mr. Ramirez opened his shop, entered it, and he closed it. While he was inside, he had his breakfast. So the action of Mr. Ramirez opening his shop, entering it and closing it all happened at the same time. Even though we've not been given a specific month or year or time or day, we know that when he opened the shop, he entered it and he closed it. So these actions will be conjugated in the Preterite tense. The verbs are abrir, entrar, and cerrar. Mientras estaba adentro, desayunaba. So while he was inside, he was having breakfast. And that was an action that was in progress for a specific, for a period of time. Bien, this marks the end of our lesson. Muchas gracias y hasta luego.